Thank you, Mr. Speaker, members of the House. I would like to begin by thanking Chairman Schuster, Chairman of the Transportation Committee, and Ranking Member DeFazio for bringing forth here to the floor of the House a long-term transportation bill. It is the product of numerous hearings that have been held over the last couple of years, and those hearings were interesting in that universally, whether we were hearing from the head of the National Chamber of Commerce or hearing from the head of the AFL-CIO and or the trade unions that build our infrastructure, the message was always the same. First of all, it was a recognition of the obvious. Bridges are falling down, trains are coming off the track. It's tragic and costly in terms of dollars and loss of life. But secondly, it was pointed out by everybody that this failure is handicapping our economy, our ability to expand business, to create jobs, and to grow our economy. Thirdly, everyone testified that we need a long-term surface transportation legislation so that states and communities and our federal transportation officials can do the kind of planning that's necessary to build the kind of transportation system that's needed for a strong economy. Lastly, I want to point out that this legislation before us here today is the product of what has come to be known as regular order. Namely, the process where important legislation for the country is brought before the appropriate committees, and the committees and all the members of that committee have an opportunity to offer any ideas, any amendments that they want, that they think will improve, in this case, our surface transportation system. And the fact of the matter is, we had hundreds of amendments, and that committee, on which I am proud to serve, examined and considered every single one of those amendments. It's important to remind ourselves here that democracy is a long, arduous, difficult process. But when you allow the members of a committee who have spent enormous amounts of time getting smart and knowledgeable about the responsibilities of that committee to come together, to offer their ideas, to have them thoroughly examined, to have them thoroughly debated, that's how you find common ground. That's how you come together. That's how you build and develop respect for one another. And that is what has happened in the development of this surface transportation bill that we have before us here today. I congratulate the committee. I congratulate the Congress for recognizing how important and how valuable regular order can be to the process of restoring people's confidence in the ability of the Congress of the United States to fix things and get things done and end the gridlock. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my fellow colleagues.